Back to bloom. Brain health issues directly impact more than 8 in 10 Americans. So today, we're exploring what's going on with our brains, and that includes our children. Here's what's shocking. Something like poolside snacks could be hurting your kids. Joining us now is holistic pediatrician and the author of Healthy Kids in an Unhealthy World: Practical Parenting Tips for Picky Eating, Toxin Reduction, and Stronger Immune Systems, Dr. Anne-Marie Temple. It's good to see you, Dr. Anne-Marie.
So great to be here.
Well, this is a timely topic because a lot of kids are by the pool, at the beach, and we love to pack our snacks, but there's so many things that we need to know, and you sort of have a quiz for us today of what we need to be on the lookout for.
Yeah, it's just a couple of little questions to kind of really rein in what our snacks are doing, because summer is 3 months, and it's not one snack, so we want to make sure that we're going to be able to feed our children and help empower their brains for the summer and the school year to come.
Perfect. So the first thing you need to know, do your pool snacks contain red 40, yellow 5 and 6, or blue 1?
Yes. Artificial food coloring is a known trigger for a lot of people for ADHD, memory issues, not to mention even eczema, asthma, and allergies.
I didn't realize that, so it's all linked.
It is all linked because it comes from the inside, and whatever we put on the inside manifests on the outside.
Well, this is perfect because our entire show is like what's happening to our brain, and a lot of it is caused by the foods that we're eating. So the next question is, do the drinks you bring to the pool contain sugar in the form of sugar, juice concentrate, juice puree, corn syrup, dextrose, and so on?
And sugar, we need some sugar because our body thrives on some sugar, but when we have about 100 grams of sugar a day, which is just 1 can of Coke, 8 ounces of orange juice, that can actually shrink our brains. That would cause children to be hyperactive, not pay attention, not to mention that actually also affects our immune system for up to 5 hours. So after ingesting 100 grams of sugar, your immune system goes down and you're more likely to catch strep throat, stomach bugs, and so on.
Wow. All right, next one. Do any of your chips contain monosodium glutamate?
I know, that's a hard one to say.
That's an MSG, right?
That is an MSG.
Yeah, it's so much easier that way.
But I'll tell you, if you can't pronounce it, don't eat it. If you can't read it, don't eat it. Monosodium glutamate is a preservative, famously known in Chinese foods, but hides in a lot of chips.
It's in so much more than we think.
So many things, and it contributes to migraines, headaches, and asthma. And if you're always having a headache and feeling unwell, how are you focusing in class?
It's so true. And doesn't MSG trigger us to eat more and more and more and more? It's almost like the companies know how to play games with us to keep eating foods that are bad for us.
Absolutely. The whole point of the food chemist is to figure out the ingredients like MSG that make you think about the next chip bag when you're done with chips. Mother Nature just presents a tomato.
Okay, I like that. Now, do any of your pool snacks or drinks contain artificial sugars? This is one that I vowed to get rid of when I came back from Europe because you can't even buy it there.
You cannot buy it there. And one of the things is that sucralose is actually a hot topic right now. It's in a lot of sports drinks and hydration drinks, and it's a hot commodity. But what happens is it affects our gut microbiome, and children who ingest these fake sugars eat more sugar, eat more carbs, have more attention and focus issues, even though on the package it says no sugar added, or less sugar. You always got to turn the packages around and see what's hiding beneath.
I like that. And you have brought some props today for us with what we should be eating, and we've got them turned around because reading these labels are very important. So what should we be looking for?
So the number one thing, and that's why these are all this way, is because if you can't read it, don't eat it. The product should contain ingredients, 5 or less ingredients if possible. Once we get past 5, that's where preservatives and natural flavors and artificial stuff starts coming in.
Okay, all right. And now you have also, if you can find the good snacks, great. I know a lot of these brands and I absolutely love them, so at least I know I'm on the right path. The foods that we could also be feeding our kids that are really good for us.
So Mother Nature has already put natural food coloring into our peppers, bananas, oranges, all kinds of fruits. Watermelon at the pool, can you think of a better snack? It's sweet and delicious.
It's so good.
Natural sugar that we don't have to worry about. For those kids who want something more than water, get an infused water bottle that you just have the kids put strawberries and basil, cucumber and mint, and you put it in the bottle, you put water in it, leave it in the fridge, and now tomorrow morning you have infused water like in a spa.
I didn't even know that existed. I think adults and kids alike need one of these guys because then you're more apt to drink water throughout the day.
Right, and then by putting the kids in charge of what concoctions you're going to put in the infuser, they feel more empowered and in charge of what's being presented to them.
And then over here we have great, vegetables that you can slice up, and maybe you could bring some dips by the pool.
Totally, like ranch dip, hummus, guacamole, salsa. I was going to bring you all kinds of dips, but my people ate them. So my people ate my props. That's
I love
problem.
it. I know. It's a work hazard, people eating your props. Dr. Temple, your book is out. It kind of outlines everything for parents of what we need to know.
Exactly. And in the book, I did the chapters in 3 pages, and they're bullet points. So a busy mom with lots of kids and working can actually go, let me do this chapter, go really quickly. What should I look for in my pool snacks or my kids' lunch or my children's toothpaste? I got it all for you.
Yeah, and the good news, parents, is a lot of the foods here that the doctor has brought us to look at are really tasty. They're delicious, and over time you can make that switch, right? Gone with the bad, in with the good.
Right, and do one at a time. It is overwhelming to go, now we're going to revamp everything. One at a time. And what I tell everyone, I was like, you know what? If your kids are doing a lot of processed foods, before they eat a processed food, make sure they eat a fruit or a vegetable.
I love
and then change these one at a time.
This is perfect. All right, thank you so much, Dr. Temple.
So great to be here.